Calls for unity echoed across the country. President Joe Biden addressed the nation for a second time today in response to Saturday's assassination attempt. The president confirmed Trump is okay after he was grazed by a bullet during his Butler, Pennsylvania rally. President Biden admitted passions are running high ahead of the November election, but he urged Americans not to accept political violence as normal.
You know, the political record in this country has gotten very heated. It's time to cool it down. We all have a responsibility to do that. Disagreement is inevitable in American democracy. It's part of human nature. But politics must never be a literal battlefield, and God forbid, a killing field.
The president called on Americans to resolve their differences at the the ballot box by voting. Tonight, we're learning more about the victim of that shooting. 50-year-old Corey Comparator was a former fire chief. He attended Trump's rally with his wife and 2 daughters.
Corey was a husband, a father, a volunteer firefighter, a hero, sheltering his family from those bullets. We should all hold his family and all those injured in our prayers. Earlier
today, Governor Greg Abbott called the shooting horrific and said yesterday's assassination attempt was unacceptable.
And as sad and horrific as it was to see the former president of the United States of America and a candidate for the presidency again to be attacked in a deadly way, we all must understand that in that attack, we had a fellow American lose his life, another American injured. This is not some game. This is not politics. A real human being lost their life. A family will never be able to see again. So this is a sad.
The gunman was identified as 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks. Investigators are still looking for a motive. Giovanna Ligi has more from the scene.
Well, this is a community that has just such a strong sense of pride. You'll see American flag after American flag on homes and even on the highways headed into this small town. And here at the fairgrounds, this entire area is still sectioned off as investigators try and figure out how a former president was almost assassinated here. On the outskirts of the Butler County Fairgrounds, just north of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Everybody was all excited. Oh, come on, it's a Trump rally. Oh yeah, the mood was light, happy.
Police cars and crime scene tape surround an area where law enforcement officials now say 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks crawled onto a nearby roof and fired multiple shots at former President Trump, hitting multiple people.
When he was down on the ground, I was really like, oh my God, oh my God.
Robert Corbett said he was sitting behind the former president when just minutes after the campaign rally started, he began to hear gunfire. He tells me he ducked for cover with his family.
I knew then it was the real deal when the snipers on the roof to the right side of Trump behind him, they opened up rapidly 3 fast shots.
And those 3 fast shots, he said, were followed by the sounds of screams. All of those chaotic moments playing out in just mere seconds. Corbett said he rushed out of the fairgrounds with his wife.
I found out more what was going on when I got home because it was all on film, the media.
Corbett tells me this is a small town, but even more a tight community. A former local fire chief and father, Corey Comparator, killed.
It's a shame.
And what police say is being investigated as an attempted assassination and an act of domestic terrorism, all while a motive is still unknown.
It's just amazing that area wasn't secure.
Reporting from Butler County, Pennsylvania, Giovanni Ligi,